Hello students. So today we are going to do question number 3, short question in writing section. And this question this time is invitations only. So there is no other question, it's only invitations and replies. I have already made videos on invitations when we are inviting somebody and we are drafting a invitation card. So this is wedding card we have already done. I will be giving the link below. Okay, so you can watch all the videos. So this is when you are inviting somebody for the wedding and you are drafting a wedding card. So this is one invitation. Another invitation is on the same line if we are having some function in our school and we are inviting the parents. So there also we just draft one invitation for the parents to be sent to the parents. Third kind of invitation is when we are writing some invitation, but this is informal invitation to somebody, to some friend. When you are inviting for a small function in your home and you are inviting somebody, but this is informal invitation. And then one more invitation is, here again we are inviting our friend, but sometime you are given this word in the question that write formal invitation to your friend where you are inaugurating or you are having some function at home, or you are starting your new showroom. So this kind of invitation you are to send to your best friend, but this is formal invitation. So these are the demands of the questions. So you will be doing the questions accordingly, and all these videos link I will be giving below. Now today we are doing another invitation, and this invitation is when you are inviting somebody, some dignitary, to become the chief guest of your function. Most of the time this is our school, when we are having our school functions. It can be sports day, it can be annual day, or it can be other function, or sometime you are organizing some function just to donate or to collect money to donate to the flood area or to some other people. So we sometimes even blood donation kind of camp we have, and we want somebody to become the chief guest. So these kind of invitations also we write when we are inviting somebody, we are requesting somebody to become the chief guest. So one thing which you are to remember, that this invitation, though we will be writing it in letter form, but even then this invitation will be called formal invitation. You cannot say this is informal invitation, because when we talk about informal invitations are written in a letter form and we are writing our friends. But this invitation, though this will be again in a letter form, this will be but formal invitation, because sometimes you get this kind of question that you are to invite somebody. But remember why it is formal invitation. When we are writing a letter only, simple letter only, then why it is called formal invitation? Actually, this invitation will be formal. Why? Because we are not going to invite somebody for our own personal function. Means if you are a head boy, you are a head girl, you are the vice principal, you are the coordinator, and you may be asked to write a letter to invite. But what you will be doing? Actually, you will be inviting the people to become in the chief guest on behalf of your principal, on behalf of your school. It's not that this is your personal choice that you are inviting somebody. So this is not your personal letter. Okay, so that's why it is called formal letter, because you are writing the letter on behalf of somebody. Okay, so let's start the question now. Your question is, like this question we have taken, for example, on March 1, 2022, your school is going to hold or organize annual sports day. And as the head girl or as the head boy of St. Priyag School, Noida, write a formal invitation. This is called formal invitation to Neeraj Chopra. Now here we can have any name. To Neeraj Chopra, gold medalist, athletics, to become the chief guest. So this is our question. Now this is letter form, that's why we should remember the letter format also. So letter format is, first of all, we write the sender's address. So here sender's address is St. Prayag School. So you will be starting with St. Prayag School. Next line, Noida. Then leave one line. So this is, I have written space. So leave one line. Then you will be putting the date. Suppose today you are writing. Okay, so it can be today's date. Okay, so you can write any date, and specifically when you are writing in the exam, okay, so take that date only. Okay, whenever you are sitting for the exam. So I have written February 19, 2022. Then again leave space, one line you have to leave. And now, what is the next thing in a letter? Receiver's address. So here we are not given receiver's address. We are given only Neeraj Chopra. Okay, so this can become your receiver's address, this much, because this much is given, so we will be using that much only. So you will be writing Mr. Neeraj Chopra. Next line, because we are not having any city name, any street name or nothing, so you just take the next line and you can write down Olympian gold medalist. Okay, within bracket you can name the sport also. Here this is athletics. So this can be your receiver's address. Again leave a line and then subject, because this is formal invitation, so we have to write the subject also. Subject can be invitation to become chief guest at the annual sports day. So this is your subject. Now we come to salutation. Sir. Okay, here no need to write ma'am, because we know specifically we are writing the letter to Neeraj Chopra only. So sir. Now these are the lines which you can memorize properly. Just learn these lines by heart, because for each and every kind of invitation to each and every kind of person, okay, you can have the same lines, same pattern. Like you write St. Prayag School, Noida is organizing or celebrating its annual sports day on March 1. This is any date, March 1, 2022, between 10 a.m. to and 12 p.m. Because naturally this Neeraj Chopra should know how much time he is supposed to spend over here. Okay, so between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. in the school playground. Here it can be school playground, or you can name any other ground. Okay, if your school is not having that ground, sometime we go to some other place, so you can name any. Otherwise, school playground. Full stop. We would be greatly honored and pleased, or one word even will be enough if you want to write one word. So we will be greatly honored and pleased if you could grace the occasion by accepting our invitation to be the chief guest and give away the prizes to the national players and the budding sports persons of our school. Now here it is, because this is annual sports day, so we are naturally writing national players. And otherwise, if this is simple annual function, so naturally you will not be writing give away the prizes to the national players. So you just write down to the budding talent, okay, to the budding artist. So something you have to write, okay. And sometime it is specifically given in the question itself that you have to give away the prizes also. So prizes to whom, this will be sometime given in the question, so you can take it from there. But though it is not given in the question, even then we are writing, because we have to write at least 50 words. Okay, you have to get the marks. So write something. It's not that one line is enough. No, something you have to write. So that's why we are adding more words. Okay, so to give away the prizes to the national players and the budding sports persons of the school. Your presence would be a great motivation to the students. Now this line also you can write for any person, okay, for any kind of invitation, for any kind of function. Okay, so same thing you can write everywhere. So learn it properly. Your presence would be great motivation to the students. We eagerly look forward to your positive response. And after that, this is needed that you write kindly confirm. Okay, confirmation is needed, because sometimes this happens that we want Neeraj Chopra, but Neeraj Chopra is already busy somewhere on that particular day. Okay, maybe to be the chief guest in some other school. So that's why we want that he should confirm, because if he says no, then naturally we will have to approach to somebody else. So that's why you just write down kindly confirm, thanking you, yours truly. Name is not given because this is only given head boy. So name is not given, then you can write down ABC within bracket your post, that is head boy. So this is your invitation. Now this one invitation is enough to learn, because here it can be any other person to be invited for any other function. Even then, more or less, you will be doing the same things. Okay. Now, this is now one invitation. Now we are expecting this man to naturally confirm also. This is what we have told. Please confirm. Now suppose Neeraj Chopra is now writing back. He is replying. He is confirming. Okay. So this is another question. Okay. Now we come to next question, Neeraj Chopra's reply, because he is supposed to reply also. Now, because name is Neeraj Chopra's address is not given, so we will be writing Examination Hall, New Delhi. So this is always there. When you are not having any address, you can write down, because this is again letter form, so we have to start with the sender's address. Sender's address is not given, so it will be Examination Hall, New Delhi. Then leave space, date, leave space. Now this is, though the letter had come through head boy had written, but on behalf of naturally school or principal only. So that's why Neeraj Chopra is not supposed to answer back to the head boy. Okay, he can answer. If this is secretary or school vice principal, then he can directly talk to vice principal or reply to vice principal, because it was written by a child only. That's why now Neeraj Chopra is supposed to reply to the principal. So that's why we will be writing the principal, Sant Prayag School, Noida. Okay, so all these things are given in the question. So you will be taking those name only. Okay, but here we are taking the previous questions address only. So Sant Prayag School, Noida. Now subject is reply to the invitation as chief guest. Okay, this is the reply he is to give. Sir oblique ma'am, because principal can be female also. So sir oblique ma'am. Now again this body, the whole letter, you learn it. I received your invitation to be the chief guest of your annual sports day. Here you are to mention each and everything. One thing is that naturally information, complete information should be given in the letter. Second benefit is that you will get this way 50 words to complete. So that's why you have to write each and everything. So I received your invitation to be the chief guest at your annual sports day, okay, scheduled on March 1, 2022. It would be indeed. Now this shows that he is going to accept it. That's why he is writing that way. So it would be, it would indeed my pleasure. Okay, naturally this is, he's going to accept that. And if you are not to accept, even then you have to show that yes, you are very happy that you have been invited. Okay, so it would indeed my pleasure to accept the invitation. Okay, full stop. I always look forward to spend some time with the great players, with the great budding actors, or with the students. Okay, anything you can write. That I always look forward to spend some time with the young students, with the young players, with the budding artists, or anything. This way you will be writing. Okay, then you have to confirm now. I would definitely reach the venue at 10 a.m. because this is the time you have already given. So you have to confirm this way, that I would definitely reach the venue at 10 a.m. Regards, Neeraj Chopra. Okay, so this is your reply when you are going to accept it. Okay, but sometime it happens, you are not available, you cannot accept it, you decline this invitation. Okay, so this is another question. Let's do now that question. Okay, now when we come to the next question, this question is where he has accepted the invitation, but sometime there is no acceptance because of some reason. Okay, so first of all, reason should be mentioned, though it's not that elaborately you have to talk about the reason, but even then, okay, so it would be good if you tell the reason also, but you have to decline. Now all the other things will be same, but there are few changes which you have to make. Okay, I have in this question made number 1 and number 2. These two changes actually you have to make. When we are now directly we are coming to the body. I received your invitation to be the chief guest. okay, at your annual sports day scheduled on this date. This is the same thing you have to write, okay, even if you know that you are going to decline, even then this much you have to write scheduled on March 1, 2022. Now next line you will make a bit change. In the next line you will be writing I would indeed, okay, there also you wrote I would indeed be, it would be indeed my pleasure, okay. So here also this way only you have to start, okay, it would indeed have been my pleasure, okay. You have to write two more words, have been, okay. It would indeed have been my pleasure to accept the invitation, full stop. I always look forward to spend some time with the budding talents, with the budding sports persons, or with the budding players, whatever. This also you have to write, okay. Have been only you have to add there if you are going to write declining, okay. So those two words you have to add over there. Same thing you have to write, okay, up to this, that I would love to spend some time, okay, or I always look forward to spend some time with the budding talents, okay. This much you write. Now here only you add last line, because if you are accepting, your last line would be I would be definitely reaching the venue, or I would definitely reach the venue. This is your last line if accepting. But if you are declining, then your last line would change. Then your last line would be that, okay, up to this, spend some time with the young players, but this is number 2 I have made, number 2, okay, this is second change, but unfortunately I would be out of India, okay. So I think this you can see, this is number 2, this is the change which you have to make if this is other letter of declining, okay. So you will be writing, but unfortunately I would be out of India on the scheduled date. This is the reason you have given out of India, for some matches, for some camp, no need to write this much, okay. But I would be out of India, okay, on the scheduled date, hence would not be available. So this way you are telling them that you won't be available to become the chief guest. So hence would not be available, okay. Even this much will be okay, you can put full stop, okay. Regards, Neeraj Chopra, okay. So learn these things, memorize these letters and replies, and the other invitations also, okay. Link is given below. You just go to the link and watch all the videos in a proper way, because this time there is no other choice, okay. So this is a compulsory question. It is good if you properly prepare yourself for these questions. I hope you will definitely find it easy now to understand and to learn these questions. Please subscribe my channel so that you can get more videos, okay, which are for you only. Thank you.